Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Tuesday, May 8th, 2018. Welcome back everyone, I am finally feeling better. I do apologize for taking off at such short notice, but I was just not up for doing a show. It's generally not a good idea that if you can't keep food down, you don't want to stress yourself out and write a daily script. And one last thank you to everyone who wished me well. You guys are the best, and it's amazing how supportive you guys are. If you're new here and you want to jump around in today's episode or rewatch anything, or if you want to learn more, timestamps along with their reference links are found in the description below. Today we are starting with the Nintendo Switch because a few new things were revealed today, and unfortunately I don't think any of them speak well for the platform. And I just want to preface this with saying I love Nintendo. I've owned every single console since the Nintendo 64. I had a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance on day one. I have vowed to never buy another console again, but it's just a matter of time before I get a Nintendo Switch, so as a PC gamer, I guess it's PC and Nintendo, and I'm happy with that. But let's begin with the first and most disappointing for today. The Nintendo Switch will not support the Virtual Console as both the Wii and the Wii U have done in the past. It now makes a lot more sense to me why games were cancelled for the Wii U instead of just releasing for both. This is arguably one of the major things that made both of those platforms great. The ability to play SNES, NES, Genesis, Neo Geo, even Nintendo 64 games, all at arguably reasonable prices. Also arguably unreasonable, but that's a debate for a whole other day, though I personally don't mind having to pay $10 to play Pokemon Snap on a modern day machine, but I digress. By the way, there's no reason for this that I can think of in terms of a hardware limitation. The Nintendo Switch is perfectly capable of running any of these games, and I think it would be amazing too because of its portability. I cannot find an explanation from Nintendo that satisfies my questions about why they're doing this. What is coming, however, is a selection of games available through the Nintendo Switch online service launching this September. But let's start with the most important thing, the price. Pricing starts at 1 month for $3.99 US or Euro or £3.49 British pounds. 3 months is $7.99 or Euro or £6.99 pounds. 12 months is $19.99 or Euro, being £17.99 pounds. And finally, the 12-month family membership for $34.99 or Euro, which equates to £31.49 British pounds. The family plan is for up to 8 people across multiple systems, so if you're a solo user in a single gamer household, the $20 plan will do you just fine, but if you have 2 or more systems, you save at least $5 with the family plan. You will need to purchase one of these plans if you want to continue to play games with online multiplayer, which has been free since the Switch's launch. This also includes the ability to play a selection of games as much as you want from various platforms in the past. The complete list is Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Dr. Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Ice Climber, Tennis, Soccer, and Balloon Fight, with 10 more games being announced at a later date. These games will include new features like online multiplayer, voice chat support, and the ability to watch your friends play. Now the question is, if the Switch can play these games, then why no Virtual Console? And for those who will say it's because they'll make more money, think again, because they were charging for these things initially. And while I don't mind paying $10 for Pokemon Snap, $5 for the original Super Mario Bros. Is completely unreasonable. Nintendo says that more games will be added over time, but I have to mention, it is not clear whether or not these games will remain there for anyone who subscribes, or if they can be removed like Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass. If Nintendo removes them and there's no Virtual Console, then you can't even pay to play the games that you had previously enjoyed. The final feature will be cloud saves and the ability to back up your system. That's right, you heard me correctly, Nintendo is going to charge you to keep your data safe. Even worse still, it says right on Nintendo's own website that not every game will support cloud saves, meaning even if you pay for it, Nintendo can't guarantee all of your data will transfer over to a new system. This also provides an interesting statistic. Nintendo is the only major console producer to not offer a free method of backing up saves, other than the cost of the physical media, of course. As you can probably tell, I don't like any of this. Maybe they need to take it all back and go back to the drawing board like they did previously with that quasi-rental system they had conjured up. Let me know if you think this is good value in the comments down below, or at the very least, that they need to clarify many of the red flags that pop up around this. No release announcements today, so we head right on into update news, starting with Destiny 2, now on version 1.2.0, prepping the game for the new Warmind DLC. Activision has confirmed yet another zombie mode for the upcoming Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Rainbow Six Siege is adding 2 new operatives from the country of Italy in the new operation called Parabellum, meaning prepare for war. They should be arriving sometime next month. Continuing on with PUBG, which I'm now calling Pub RNG, due to this image right here, which I tweeted out over the last week. The creator, Brendan Green, says that if you die in the red zone, then you're not very good at the game, and then does shit like this to his players like a numbskull. Anyway, moving on, the third map now finally has a name, and we can all look forward to playing on Sanook later this week when public testing begins. Download the public test server right now to prepare yourself when it's available on Thursday. Finally, I have some mod news for you today, and if you're still playing Skyrim, which I know many of you still are, then be sure to grab this mod, which fine-tunes a bunch of the model placement to make sure everything looks the way it is intended. Once again, modders are fixing Bethesda's problems. Moving on from there, if you're one of the few people who hasn't played Dark Souls on PC, then today is the last day you're able to buy the Prepare to Die edition, which is going for $19.99 US on Steam right now. It's being removed tomorrow to make way for the remastered version, and if you own the original, you can get the remaster for $20 off, so if you buy it now, you'll still pay the same price. Act quickly because the offer is over soon. Another limited time offer is for GTA Online, and you can make $250,000 in-game dollars just by logging in between now and May 15th. For each additional day you log in, you will get another $150,000, meaning you can earn $1.15 million in the next 16 without lifting a finger. Well, you do lift a finger, but you just have to click a few times. Coming up next, are you looking forward to the next Pokemon Go Fest after the first one warranted a class action lawsuit? Yeah, me neither. Niantic's trying it again, and will once again be hosting the Pokemon catching event in Chicago, with additional dates for Germany and Japan. It takes place on July 14th and 15th, and tickets go on sale for $20 this Friday, May 11th. Here's an event you may actually want to go to. The dates have been finalized for Blizzcon 2018, taking place on November 2nd and 3rd. Tickets go on sale starting tomorrow, with more tickets coming at a later unannounced date. See the description for pricing information. Moving on to the bigger stories for today, let's make fun of Valve. A new survey was conducted which shows gamers are more frustrated by bad games than they are by bad bugs. 17% of negative reviews on Steam mention bugs, whereas a much larger 57% refer to game design elements, and then surprisingly, 42% of positive reviews mention bugs. Wait. You mean to tell me that bugs, which are usually temporary issues and ironed out in a couple of weeks, are not as bad game design, which, by the way, is by design and a core element of the game? What a revolutionary idea. Well, I guess that solves it. Nothing can help hunt down the Freeman. Alright, now here's one that I wanted to cover just for how damn interesting it is. Germany has decided to not prosecute a game developer who created a fighting game who has a character in it whose special attack is a swastika. Alright, let's get some clarification. The character doesn't throw German Nazi flags or swastika-shaped throwing stars, but rather hurls his entire body with his arms and legs at right angles. I don't know if this is just my worry about loot boxes and gambling, or threats of DMCAs versus YouTubers and games, but swastikas don't seem to be that big of a deal to me anymore in the bigger picture of things, especially when it's this silly. I personally don't feel like this is Nazi propaganda, but I am interested in knowing what you have to think. Should this symbolism be removed? Leave your thoughts down below. Finally today, a WoW player has been fined and sentenced to 1 year in prison. Dr. Mengele, as he went online, launched distributed denial of service attacks, a DDoS, against WoW servers back in 2010. He's been ordered to pay Blizzard just under $30,000 US to cover the costs of preventing his attacks while they were occurring. Charges were also made against him for attempting to hack and rob Ingram Micro, a computer vendor, but those charges were dropped after the WoW conviction went through. These games will soon see the light of day. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Potemkin, Zap Zap Zombie Cats, Super Punch Man, and Escape First. For PlayStation 4, Siberia. For Xbox One, Trailblazers, Siberia, Inksplosion, Rocket Wars, and Zombie Pinball. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And when did Einstein get out of bed every day? Relatively early. Thank you so much for watching my show. Hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you didn't, but either way, it helps me out. Click up here to watch the bonus episode for today's show. Click down here to watch the last episode, which was about Dodger and Strippin having a wonderful baby girl, along with Total Biscuit's retirement. And click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.